This is Warren Maher.
For Claire Nolting.
Yes, I am.
All right, and I just want to let you know I do have Ms. Nolting on the line as well. All right, let's go ahead and call the order for docket number 17956-2022 in the matter of Claire Nolting. Today's date is May 31st, 2022. We're recording in Denver, Colorado. Time is currently 9:03 a.m., and this record is created to preserve your right to appeal my decision if you should decide to do so. My name is Hearing Officer Lewis. Today I have appearing before me Claire Nolting, the claimant who appears by telephone. And ma'am, I've got your address at 2055 Dover Street, Lakewood, Colorado, 80215. Is that address correct for you, ma'am?
Yes, it is.
Okay, we have on behalf of the employer, sorry, not the employer, but the company, Warren Maher. And sir, what is your position title with the company?
I'm the Vice President.
Okay, thank you. And sir, I've got the company's address. It's 4564 Rabbit Mountain Road, Brewfield, Colorado, 80020. Is that address correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. The issue in front of me today is under Colorado Revised Statute Section 871.15. It was previously determined that the claimant's earnings from this company, I'm wondering why it says wages not added, because it was determined that the claimant was not an independent contractor, which would require that any earnings be counted as wages. However, that's the issue under dispute today, is whether the claimant is an independent contractor or not for Crescent Marketing. Also, the Regulation 12.1.8, this is a late filed appeal. Now, keep in mind, I'm not bound by any prior decision that has been made so far today. Instead, I'm going to be making my decision based entirely on the evidence that is presented today, either through any verbal testimony that you give or through any documents that you submit as exhibits on the record. You'll have the opportunity to present your case directly. Now, you do have the right to bring a representative, and you have the right to testify on your own behalf. You have the right to bring any witnesses you believe to be necessary to make your case. You have the right to ask questions of any witnesses you might bring. You also have the right to ask questions of any opposing parties that may appear and provide testimony. And Ms. Nolting, aside from yourself, have you arranged to bring any additional witnesses or representatives for today's hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Maher, has the company arranged to bring any additional witnesses or representatives for today's hearing?
I'm on the line for it.
Yes, the President of Crescent Marketing, Janice Maher.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. And Ms. Maher, so you're the President?
Yes.
Okay, and is your name spelled Janice?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. And aside from Ms. Maher and Mr. Maher, will there be any additional witnesses or representatives from the employer? Or sorry, the company?
No, not at this time.
Okay. Thank you very much. And so looks like since there's more than one person appearing on behalf of the company, we do have to designate somebody to act as a spokesperson or representative for the company. 3 duties associated with that. First, you're my point of contact during my opening and closing remarks. So I'll have questions for you along the lines of verifying the address, whether or not you received the hearing packet, things like that. Second duty is that you have the opportunity, but you are not required to, ask follow-up questions of the company witness, I should say, after that person has completed their testimony on my direct examination. And third possible option to do is, after I've completed my questions for Ms. Nolting, the company representative would have the opportunity to ask her questions about her testimony. So among both of the Mahers, who'd be most comfortable in that role?
I would.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Maher. I'll go ahead and note that for our record today. And so the way testimony is going to work today, or actually, I'm sorry, we need to talk about documents. Now, Ms. Nolting, it looks like there was a hearing packet of 11 pages that should have been sent to you. First is your handwritten appeal statement, followed by the notice of determination, then a questionnaire relating to the nature of your providing services for this company, and then there's a request for wage clarification filled out by Mr. Maher, and then lastly the fact finding by the deputy. Did you get a copy of that document, Ms. Nolting?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And Mr. Maher, did the company?
Yes.
Okay, and I am required to enter that document as evidence. Is there any objection to me doing so, Ms. Nolting?
Yeah.
Right. Any objection from the company, Mr. Maher?
No, there isn't.
Okay, thank you. With that, then we'll go ahead and admit the 11-page hearing packet as Division Exhibit AA. Next, looks like the company had uploaded a total of 13 pages to include the claimant's 2019 1099 miscellaneous form. And then I've got some invoices from 2019 substantiating that income. Then I'm looking at 2020 1099 NEC, or non-employee compensation form, standard IRS form, followed by the invoices that should, that should, I'm sorry, the word is escaping me. It should verify the documented income on the 2020 1099, if that makes sense. So that's what I have from the company now. Mr. Maher, was a copy of this sent to Ms. Nolte?
Yes, it was.
Okay, and Ms. Nolte, did you receive the documentation that I've described?
Yes, I did.
Okay, thank you very much. And does the company wish to have this document entered as evidence?
Yes, please.
Any objection? Thank you. Any objection from Ms. Nolte?
No.
Okay, so pardon the expression, please, but I usually only use two different types of document descriptors, so we will have to enter this as Employer's Exhibit 1, so it's actually the company's Exhibit 1, 13 pages. All right. Now, Mr. Maher, did the company send any additional documents aside from those I've described?
No.
Okay. Ms. Nolte, did you send any other documents that I haven't talked about?
No.
Okay. So the way testimony is going to work today, I'm going to have a few questions, and I think I'm actually going to start with Mr. Maher today. So I'll have a few questions for him. Once I complete my questions for him, he'll have an opportunity, like I said, he'll have an opportunity to say anything else relevant to the situation that perhaps I didn't already ask about. Once that's complete, then Ms. Nolte will have the opportunity to ask him questions. Then if another company witness is needed, then we'll call that person, and subject to my direct examination, then Mr. Maher can ask questions, then Ms. Nolte can cross-examine. So then once that's complete, then the claimant, Ms. Nolte, will have the opportunity to testify, and I will have a few questions for her. Once I complete my questions for her, she'll have the opportunity to tell me anything else that's relevant, and then once it's complete, then Mr. Maher will have the opportunity to ask Ms. Nolte questions. Keep in mind that cross-examination is not mandatory. It is just one of the possible ways that you can make your case, but you don't have to. All right. Any questions about our procedures before we begin today, Ms. Nolte?
No.
All right. And are you otherwise ready to be placed under oath and have testimony taken, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Maher, is the company otherwise ready to be placed under oath and have testimony taken?
Yes, we are.
Any questions about procedures?
None at all.